Man, I uploaded the wrong picture. Alright, we just had news come out. Let's look. Looks like it's already... Whoa. We need to look at these charts real quick. Looks like indices are popping up off of the news. We still need to create our game plan here, which is okay, but Bitcoin up. Let's look at Bitcoin. Nice. Ooh, there we go. Cool. Well, before I start getting long the market, I'm going to look for, I know I'm going to be looking for a market structure shift, because, yeah, daily. All right, welcome to the stream if you're here. And if you're not here, then yes. Doesn't make sense. All right. I'm just going to go through my trade plan. We're going to create my trade plan right now. Well, look at NASDAQ bounce off that fair value gap though. Let's just clean this up a little so everyone can see. Man, look at this gap. What? Everything keeps moving after the close. It's so crazy. What's the daily gap? Down. We had another gap down here. Whatever. It's been filled. Okay. News and catalysts that may be priced in. We just had it. So, Friday, May 31st. Why is core PCE the only thing on here? I thought there was something else. Maybe that's for Euro. So it was a miss. Core PCE was a miss. So we've been making a move down the last few days, obviously. No clear displacement on ES, but maybe a gap down would be considered that. If you look at the, if you look at the smaller time frame, it will clear up, I think. NASDAQ has had a market structure, a weak one. If you use this candle. What about on the weekly? Because, okay, yeah, too big of a time frame. Cool, so NASDAQ isn't confirmed bearish. Honestly, that's why we should be looking long. So NASDAQ longs are in the cards. Longs on ES, hard to say because this was a market structure shift, but then no gap was created, and then we had this gap down. So it's kind of hard to say. Whereas the Dow clearly is, like on the weekly, it's even, I guess not, yeah, on the weekly, but the daily. So, okay. So no gap down here. Daily, weekly bias. Still bullish structure on the NQ. Somewhat bearish structure on the ES. YM bearish shift. But the shift has passed because it's already down here at these lows. The shift was a confirmation short up here. So now we're down here. There's no real shift yet. So yeah, I think longs, I have a long bias. So the draw on liquidity, previous day candles was to the upside. Yeah. Looks like we're getting most of it though. Kinda, yeah. It's just hard to just get long when we've just been heading straight down. So let's look here. Because there's a 1 hour structure shift to the upside. But yeah, we'll see how we interact here. Why did we bounce here? We'll get into that. Interesting, let's see if that's the midline of this gap for wick. Okay. But if you use this previous fair value gap, could just be retesting it. And if we go to the weekly, ooh, okay, yeah, took out the open. Makes sense. Here's another fair value gap. And it's daily, so okay. All right, let's get back to the analysis. Where's the draw on liquidity? Yeah, the gap fills. That's the most logical one for me. I mean, we can look for a big target, but I think above these highs into this range, and then there's relative equal highs here, so that would make sense to come out even all the way up here before we start to get worried about bearish signals. So gap fills, relative equal highs on, yes. Let's look at the others. I'm keeping an eye on some of this stuff because I'm in JPY and Bitcoin still. I wish I could change the, how do I change the stream? Cover, pick whatever. Whatever. I'll just leave it. Okay. So what's the next thing? Oh, we gotta look at the other ones. So where's the draw on liquidity on the Dow? Well, let's use weeklies too. It's still the weekly candle. So we got the gap down. Looks like we're already into that. Maybe if we're rejecting here, or to the upside, where was that? There's a weekly fair value gap there. Let's look what that is. Yeah, now it's an IF, inverse fair value gap. Oh, I mean, that can make sense. Dow has just been dumping the last several days. So just a retrace into this candle. I mean, it's the last day, so that's typical, is just to now we're getting the wick. Friday is the wick day. So where are we going to close the week is kind of the question. NASDAQ clearly bouncing here. I think this goes much higher. NASDAQ never confirmed itself. So I think that's the money trade right now is NASDAQ. Equal highs. So I'll be keeping an eye on these two. This is there SMT right there? Yeah. SMT. So there's confirmation. So it'd be nice to look for some sort of like lower time frame entry here to get long. It's going to be hard because this candle's so big. So we'll see what happens at the open. Man, it's just ripping. Too bad. Where are we expected to manipulate or accumulate? Well, we've taken out a high here already on the Dow. So logically, I would say once we hit one of these highs, we could expect a little bit of a retrace down if we're going to get long. Retrace on to the downside after news driver up moves, after taking out liquidity, either the swing highs or significant time and price PD array. Like right at the open if there's a fair value gap. It's looking a 1 or a high. So yeah, I mean, you'd say that this order block, boom, this high and this fair value gap, right all at the open. What time is it? We still got 45 minutes, so we'll watch for that. Where will we distribute? Above the highs. Above intermediate swing highs. Yeah, so today my trade plan is to look for a retrace or pullback into news driver up move. For a long, unless failed to create displacement above highs. Okay, what else? Yeah. Oh, DXY, let's take a look at that. DXY, nice. Dude, I called this out. So good. Just wish I could trade DXY. I don't know how to. Like, for prop firms, I don't think you can. Unless you trade, like, the USDX, I think, futures, but I want to swing trade it. Because I could have gotten short on this. Easy money trade to me. I mean, I would have looked for a better area to risk, but possibly there. To this, possibly. First take profit would have been there, so just the easy money right there. Dang. Yeah. You know what, I probably would have just put it above this order block. Yeah, I need to figure out how to trade DXY, man. I've been missing out. Yeah, so I'm expecting this to keep going lower. This whole week that was my plan this week. Look at this, ready? Let's see if I have it. Weekly plan. DXY retraces as planned and now expected. It has enough reason to continue its downside movement. It could easily swipe last week's high, which is exactly what it did. Last week's high, boom, it swept it. Before finally getting enough to head down, though. First hits on the 4 I held and may need to hit more to the midline of the order block. Boom. To a T. But other than that, I'm expecting downside. That's so funny. That was like literally exactly what it did. Look at that. Wow, that's funny. See, they're gonna have to put me in market wizards. All right. All right. Well, yeah, that's pretty clear. Dollars rejecting. Indices are pumping. Finally, they finally got their time. It looks like, yeah, this wick is here, but look at. I think that's all this move was doing, was actually cleaning out this consolidation here. So, and it's like at the midline of this wick, maybe on the 1 hour it's more accurate. Yeah. So I'm super bullish now on NASDAQ especially. So I'll be looking for longy loongies on the NASDAQ. Let's look at the net flow on the Qs. Net flow. Yesterday the net flow was bullish all day, but look at this. Oh. Shiz, man. So here's, let's see if we can just share. We can share screens, guys. NASDAQ, bullish all day with the volume, and then boom, end of day puts. But we did get an end of day move down. So that's what that could have been. But calls rose as well. And all the puts were for today. So they're 1 day to expiration. Looks like everyone's bullish for next week. Or not next week. These are way far out. Yeah, okay. Not enough to say for the further out dates. Oh, SPX. SPX is actually open. Do we get some bearish flow? Oh, no, that's for yesterday. Never mind. Was today the 29th and then today's the 31st? Like, how does that work? Why is the flow all for the 29th? I don't get this. Maybe I need to refresh it. Okay, yeah, that's all I had to do. Okay. So yeah, no. Lots of floor. Wow, look at that. Look at all those floor trades for. These are interesting. Bull and bearish. These are earlier. Yeah. So hunting for a long, that's all we're doing. Super dashboard. Market tide was bearish though for SPY. So maybe we need to look into that. How do we look into that? let's look at, oops, spooey. Let's look at, whoa, yeah, what the? Didn't even see this before. Super bullish. Okay, so this must have been Nvidia and she is. Okay, let's get this back. Let's look at Nvidia. Yeah, that's why it's bearish. It's gonna come and fill these gaps. Which is weird because that's gonna take a toll on the NASDAQ though. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder what the weighting is. I'm gonna look up the weighting. How much NVIDIA affects NASDAQ? NVIDIA has a 6.5 rating after Microsoft at 8.6 and Apple at 8%. So holdings, SPY holdings should have been bearish. Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, so we're still getting the skew on NVIDIA on the flow, but then at the same time there is still that effect it's going to have on the NASDAQ. But what about the S&P? Should be less effect. So I think I like SPY. Or not SPY, ES. How much? Wait. Wait, what? According to, okay, the three mega caps, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, but I want to know just Nvidia. Why can't you just tell me? The three mega caps for reference, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, Nvidia is only 3%. So I like that skew to go long ES versus NASDAQ. Even, yeah, look at that. It's weaker now. NASDAQ shifted weak versus the others. So that's good. So maybe we can take a look at metals and oil while we're here. Because if the dollar's heading down, oil, I don't like that. It just barely swept the high. I mean, this could go up, but I've been waiting to take a trade on oil. Thing is, we did get this. That's a market structure shift. Makes sense. It took this low. Man, what are the hot commodities right now? Gold, but we want to see energy because that's what we're looking at in the SPG. I would love to get long natural gas. What's the ticker for natural gas? Brent, crude oil, blah, blah, blah. NG, is it NG? NG futures? Oh, NG. We needed to see CME. What's the CME? Because that's the data I use. Henry Hub. Henry Hub. Natural gas. Man, give me the ticker, bro. Give me the ticker. HHN. Whatever, man. We're just gonna use the... Whatever. Ugh. That's not what I want. Come on. Let's just look up CME futures ticker list. That way you can just look at everything. Because I want to see all of them. All of the commodities that are in the energy. Energy right there. NG. Okay, it is just NG. NG. Natural gas. Whoops. And man, I can't. I'm so used to doing NQ. Natural gas. I've never traded natural gas. Wow. Yikes. Whoa. Okay, I'm looking for long, so I like do that. HO. Let's look at HO. Heated oil. Heating oil. Maybe we can just look up heating oil. HON. Heating oil. Let's do this. Alright. I'm gonna ditch this. Maybe we've got copper. I've never traded copper either, but I want to get more into the metals. Copper futures. Copper. Nice. Wow, copper looks pretty good. Wow, copper. Looks like silver did. What time is it? Active future and commodity symbols, dollar rates, energy. Oh, look, there's more energy tickers. Crude oil. I just need to know more about the commodity market and like what's moving, because I'm pretty sure cocoa is going crazy. Cocoa futures. Yeah. Whoa. Wow, look at that. Whoa. That's 5x'd. I just want to see what's in this. This is Goldman Sachs Commodity Index. I need to figure out what's in there. Okay, we just need to move on. I need to just look at metals. That's what we want to see. Gold. Could get. I think this is gonna keep grinding higher. I think this will follow the market, so this could be a good trade right here, because this was the move down we needed, and this was an order block here, and looks like we got it. So silver moving big now, missed it. Alright, I think that's it. That is it. So yeah, just looking for a pullback. And yeah, looks like we wicked the high on the Dow. Alright. That's the game plan. We got it down. Cool. Well, thanks for looking at the stream, and I'll see you guys and all you many people later. See you next week. See ya.